All right, all right, all right. We made it to Zoo Day today, you guys. We made it. Yeah, remember I said we're going to be doing zoo activities today because we were supposed to go where? Yeah, but we can't because of COVID. Nobody can go there right now. Nobody can go there. Schools aren't allowed right now. You could probably go to the zoo with your family, but schools aren't allowed to take big buses to the zoo right now. It's too many people. So you could probably do the zoo with your family if you've been to the zoo lately, but we can't go as a classroom right now. Just kind of a bummer. Bummer, bummer. All right, so let's look at our calendar. We got a few things we're going to talk about today. And then we've got some fun stuff we're going to do at Home Friends too. We've got a couple different activities and some fun stuff. Okay? Yesterday, we had a super fun day at the park. Yep, we had a few of our virtual friends join us for that. So it was super fun to be able to hang out with you guys too and kind of see. In the morning, we had Quinn join us. And in the afternoon, we had Danica join us. So we had two of our virtual friends that were able to come to the park with us too and hang out. Super fun. All right, today we're going up. What day is it? Thursday. What month? May. What date?
27th.
27th. Good job. We've got Share Day on the docket today for anybody that brought something in for Share Day. And then we're going to be doing some zoo stuff, okay? I have a zoo book. We're going to do some zoo songs. I have a zoo craft. And then hopefully we can pull up the zoo on the computer and see if we can see what the animals are doing at the zoo right now.
Yeah.
Okay? The zoo has a camera looking at the animals that we should be able to link on and see what the animals are doing. So we're going to go and do a little bit of that. Friends at home, I'm going to link that for you guys so you can go look and see what the zoo animals are doing today too. Or maybe you can go there, which would be super fun also, okay? Yeah, and then if we have time, we'll do one more thing. It's cold outside, so we won't be going outside today. It's too cold, which is weird because yesterday was beautiful. What do we have coming up?
Home day. No school.
No school. We got a holiday. Remember what holiday it is? Memorial Day.
I know.
Can you say Memorial Day?
Memorial Day.
Yep. So there's that. When you come back, we only have 3 days of 4K left. That's it.
And then we don't have Miss Allison.
So I talked to Miss Allison, and she said she could, because we couldn't meet with her yesterday because we ended up going to the park. She said she could do reading with us on our last day of school. So that's going to be kind of fun. We'll have a fun last day of school. We're going to do some fun stuff. So we'll be able to have one more reading time with her, and we'll be finishing up on a couple different things. Today in your mailboxes are your fine motor journals. Those are going to go home today. Okay? Keep practicing your letters in there all summer long. You've got lots of pages left. Get out your colors, get out your markers, practice your letters. Okay? Probably next week your handwriting book is going to go home. So you can show Mom and Dad all the hard work you did in your handwriting book. And anything from your locker, like your extra set of clothes will go home next week. And you won't have anything left here at school. It'll all go home. Your Father's Day gifts that we've been working on will go home. Okay, so we'll put those in bags and you'll be able to take those home and give those to Dad for Father's Day, just like we did for Mom's. And we'll be finished. We'll be finished with 4K, and you guys will be officially kindergartners. I'll miss you too, but I'll still see you. Next year, this year we didn't do much in the building, but you'll see me in the building sometime over there.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm there.
And Miss Chris?
Sometimes. She might be over there. Maybe.
And Miss G?
Maybe.
Miss Nikki? Do you remember when I saw you in the pig?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I do.
And Miss Nikki?
Yep, I go to the pig sometimes, so maybe you'll see me at the Piggly Wiggly.
Hey, Miss
Maybe you'll see me down at Lake Leota sometime if you're there. Like,
saw you
I go around town.
store. I went to when we went down the hill. We got by the big wiggly.
Yeah.
Miss Nikki, I was at the park.
What?
I saw you.
After school? Yeah, we're around. All right, let's freeze. Okay, I see people talking to friends instead of being a part of the big group. Right now, we're a part of our big group, so we're not chit-chatting with our friends, okay? I've got a book that we're gonna read, and then we're gonna do a share time if you have anything to share today, okay? Our book that we're reading is called If I Ran the Zoo, because we're talking about the zoo today. So let's see what this guy does if he ran the zoo. It's a pretty good zoo, said young Gerald McGrew, and the fellow who runs it seemed proud of it too. But if I ran the zoo, said young Gerald McGrew, I'd make a few changes. That's what I would do. The lions and tigers and that kind of stuff they have up here now are not quite good enough. You see things like these in just any old zoo. They're awfully old-fashioned. I want something new. So I'd open each cage, unlock every pen, let the animals go and start over again. And somehow or other, I think I could find some beasts of much more unusual kind. A 4-footed lion's not much of a beast. The one in my zoo will have 10 feet at least. 5 legs on the left and 5 more on the right. Then people will stare and they'll say, what a sight. This zookeeper, new keeper, Gerald's quite keen. That's the gall darndest lion I've ever seen. My new zoo, McGrew Zoo, would make people talk. My new zoo, McGrew Zoo, will make people gawk at the strangest odd creatures that ever did walk. I'll get for my zoo a new sort of a hen who roosts in another hen's top knot. And then another one roosts in the top knot of his, and another in his, and another in his, and so forth and upward and onward. Gee whiz. But that's just a start. I'll do better than that. They'll see me next day in my zookeeper's hat, coming into my zoo with an elephant cat. They'll be so surprised they'll all swallow their gum. They'll ask what they see. They'll ask when they see my strange animals come, where do you suppose he gets things like that from? His animals all have such very odd faces. I'll bet he must hunt them in rather odd places. And that's what I'll do, said young Gerald McGrew. If you want to catch beasts you don't see every day, you'll have to go places quite out of the way. You have to go places no others can get to. You have to get cold and you have to get wet too. Up past the North Pole where the frozen winds squeal, I'll go and I'll hunt and I'll giggle-mobile and bring back a family of what do you know? And that's how my zoo, McGrew Zoo, will grow. I'll hunt in the mountains of Zumba-Matat, and helpers who all wear their eyes at a slant, and capture a fine fluffy bird called a bustard, who only eats custard and sauce made of mustard, and also a very fine beast called a flustard, who only eats mustard with sauce made of custard.
Yeah.
I'll catch him in caves and I'll catch him in brooks, catch 'em in crannies, I'll catch 'em in nooks, and you don't read about in geography books. This is a tongue twister. Girl, go wash hands. I'll catch 'em in countries that no one can spell. The country of Matapapatapapel. In a country like that, if a hunter is clever, he'll hunt up some beasts that you never saw ever.
Go wash your hands.
Lots of words on that list. That was a tough one. I'll load up 5 boats with a family of jotes whose feet are like cows but wear squirrel skin coats and sit down like dogs but have voices like goats, excepting they can't sing the very high notes. And then I'll go down to the wilds of Nantucket and capture a family of lunks in a bucket. Then people will say, now I like that boy heaps. His new zoo, McGrew Zoo, is growing by leaps. He captures them wild and captures them meek. He captures them slim and he captures them sleek. What do you suppose he will capture next week?
That was a lot of words.
That was a lot of words. I'll capture one tiny, I'll capture one cute. I'll capture a deer that no hunter would shoot. A deer that's so nice he could sleep in your bed if it weren't for those horns that he had on his head.
Oh, wow.
And speaking of horns that are just a big deer, I'll bring back a very odd family of deer, a father, a mother, 2 sisters, a brother, whose horns are connected from one to the other, whose horns are so mixed they can't tell them apart, can't tell where they end and can't tell where they start. Each deer's mighty puzzled. He's never yet found if his horns are hers or the other way around. They're all mixed in. It'll be fun to follow them and see whose horns are whose.
Yeah.
Like a puzzle. No, just kidding. They're literally all mixed together. How do they walk?
Very carefully.
Together, I guess.
Left foot, right foot.
Yeah, they all have to stick together. I'll capture them fat and I'll capture them scrawny. I'll capture a scragglefoot mulligawani, a 5-stepping animal fast as the wind from the blistering sands of the deserts of Zin. The beast is the beast and the brave chieftains ride when they want to go fast in someplace to hide. A mulligawani is fine for my zoo, and so is a shephatan. I'll bring one back too.
Oh.
Did you come up with a fun animal word for your zoo?
No.
After this book, we might be able to. That rhymes.
So
In the
then
far
go-
western part of southeast North Dakota lives a very fine animal called an iota, but I'll capture one who's even much finer in the northeastern west part of South Carolina. When people see him, they will say, now by thunder, this new zoo, McGrew Zoo, is really a wonder.
What? That's a coyote.
No, it's not. It's a iota.
Iota?
Mm-hmm. It's an iota.
What's a iota?
This guy right here. This guy right here.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Most beasts are quite friendly, but still in some lands, some beasts are too dangerous to catch with bare hands. Or those that are ugly and vicious and mean, I'll build a bad animal catching machine. It's rather expensive to build such a kit, but with it a hunter can never get bit.
Oh, wow.
A zoo should have bugs, so I'll capture a thwirl whose legs are all snarled up in a terrible snarl. And when I go out and I'll capture some chugs, some keen shooter, mean shooter, bean shooter bugs.
Yuck.
Have you ever been to the bug part of the zoo?
No.
I have. I walked in mistakenly. I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't like it. I'll go to the African island of Yurka and bring back a tizzle-top tufted mazurka, kind of canary with quite a tall throat. His neck is so long if he if he swallows an oat for breakfast the first day of April, they say, it has to go down such a very long way that it gets to his stomach the 15th of May.
Wow.
So he starts swallowing it in April, but it doesn't get to his tummy until May. That's a long neck.
Yeah.
That's a long time to eat. That'd be a fun animal to have. Ooh, I'll bag a big bug who is very surprising, a feller who has a propeller for rising and zooming around making cross-country hops from Texas to Boston with only 2 stops. Now that sort of thing for a bug is just tops. And when I've caught him, then the next thing you know, I'll go back and I'll capture a wild tic-tac-toe with X's that win and with zeros that lose. He'll look mighty good in that zoo of McGrews.
Oh, wow. Wow.
This is a long book.
Yeah.
Yep, I should have warned you, I usually only read every other page.
Thank you. I'll bring back a gusset and gherkin and gasket and also a gooch from the wilds of Nantucket. And 8 Persian princes will carry the basket, but what their names are, I don't know, so don't ask it.
What?
I'll go to that faraway mountains of tops near the river of knobs, and I'll bring back an obs, sort of a kind of a thing, a mabobs, who only eats rhubarb and corn on the cobs. Then people will flock to my zoo in a mob. McGrew, they will say, does a wonderful job. He hunts with such vim and he hunts with such vigor. His new zoo, McGrew Zoo, is bigger and bigger. Look at all the animals he has in there now.
Wow.
We guess we can't really see it. And speaking of birds, there's a Russian Paluski whose headsky is redsky and belly is bludsky. I'll get one of them for my Zooski Magrewski. What? I'll hunt in the jungles of Hippo no Hungus and bring back a flock of wild Bibbo no Bungus. The Bibbo no Bungus from Hippo no Hungus are better than those down in Dippo no Dungus and smarter than those in a Nippo no Nungus, and that's why I'll catch them a Hippo no Hungus instead of those others in Nungus and Dungus. And people will say when they see these big bibs bounding, the zookeeper's new keeper is simply astounding. He travels so far that you'd think he would drop. What do you suppose this young feller will stop?
Wow. Wow. That is so big.
Gotta be a good reader. Stop? Well, I should, but I won't stop until I've captured a Phizma Wizmadill, the world's biggest bird from the island of Gwark, who only eats pine trees and spits out the bark. And oh boy, when I get him back to my park, the whole world will say young McGrew's made his mark. He's built a zoo better than Noah's whole ark. These wonderful, marvelous beasts that he chooses will have made him the greatest of all McGrew's.
Yep. Yep.
Getting to the end, folks. Getting to the end.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, they'll all cheer. What this zoo must be worth. It's the gall-darndest zoo on the face of the earth. Look at this thing.
Whoa. 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 Huge zoo. What the heck?
Yes, that's what I do, said young Gerald McGrew. I'd make a few changes if I ran the zoo. All right, that is our book. That is a long book. All right, if you have something for share time, go get it.
Well, I have to.
Please know you need to know what it starts with.
Well, I have a bigger book than that. My place was starting with B.
Yes. Miss Chris will be at the door.
Mine are starting with B. Mine are starting with B.
What did you bring? What did Crystal start with? Yep.
Ooh, I'm hearing people come in. I'm excited to see what you brought today.
What did you bring?
I'm excited.
And what did it start with?
Good work. Okay.
What letter?
song was so crazy.
Okay.
Hi, Jackson.
You guys can say hi to Jackson. He was at school today.
Jackson. Hi, Jackson. I got a big
No, no, we're gonna take turns, okay? Hold it still. Hold it still. Sorry, my virtual friends. Got a little bumped there. It's all right. All right, Mason, come on up. What did you bring? Hold it still, Bentley.
crystal.
What is it?
Crystal.
A crystal. Ooh, what does crystal start with?
C.
C. Good job. Tell us about your crystal.
Well, once I go outside and I get it in the sun, then it makes a green light.
Ooh, okay.
And it has a name.
What's its name?
His name is Shiny.
Cool. Awesome. All right, take a seat. Brantley, come on up. What do you got?
Bell.
Ooh, a bell. What does bell start with?
B.
B. Good job. Tell us about your bell.
Well, it makes loud sounds sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it makes funny sounds like car sounds.
Cool. Nice. Is it your bell or is it Mom's?
It's my mom's.
Yeah, I see your name on it. Cool. Nice job. Thanks for sharing. Brooklyn, come on up. What do you got?
Pokemon.
Ooh, Pokemon. What does Pokemon start with?
P.
P. Tell us about your Pokemon.
It's my sister. Then we started all the cards out, and then we get to keep we get to pick all our cards, and then I pick this one with Kenley, and then he picked my kitty one.
Oh, fun. Do you play Pokemon?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Cool. I've never played.
There's the name.
Nice. I don't even know how to say that. Do you?
Kenley does.
I have no idea. Cyndaquil? Maybe?
And Pokemon. I know how to spell Pokemon because it's on the back.
Nice. How do you spell it?
Pokeemon.
Nice work. Nice job. Hunter, come on up. What do you got?
I got all the many dinosaurs.
Okay, what's your word that we're going to put up on the board?
D.
Is dinosaur the word we're doing? And dinosaur starts with
D.
D. All right, show us what you got.
I got Allosaurus.
Allosaurus. Okay.
Got weird eyes.
Ooh, yeah.
Max.
Cool.
And her mouth open.
And his mouth opens. Very cool. All right. Why don't you pick one more to show us of the pile of dinosaurs you brought, okay?
I got a T-Rex.
Ooh, a T-Rex. Good choice. What does T-Rex start with? T. Nice job. Very cool, Hunter. I know you love dinosaurs. Good work. Jameson, come on up. What do you got?
Dinosaur book.
Okay, what word are we putting up here? Book or dinosaur book?
D.
Are we doing D for dinosaur book? Okay, tell us about your dinosaur book.
It's my buddy, and my buddy said yes, I can use it.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice of him to share, to let you bring the book
It's
today.
kind of big. It has a lot of pages.
It does have a lot of pages. It's a heavy book. Can we open a few to show friends what's inside? Oh, look at that. Hunter, I bet you would read this for hours.
Yeah, because I like dinosaurs.
And you do, like, look at all the pages it has, and each page talks about a different dinosaur.
Oh,
There's Tyrannosaurus.
What's that?
What's this, Hunter?
A flying bird dinosaur.
Kind of. His name is Trudon.
Yeah, I knew that from Dino Thing.
Yeah.
Me
too.
Me too.
What's this one?
A Brontosaurus.
Yeah, Piosaurus. Yep.
Nice job.
I know them.
You know what that one is?
Yeah. Brontosaurus. Brontosaurus. No, his name is Seismosaurus.
Sarmientosaurus?
Sarmientosaurus. Yeah, Sarmientosaurus.
Yeah.
Good thing we have these little pronunciations on the side.
The names.
Mm-hmm. And then look at that. It talks about all the different ones and how big they are, where you can find them.
And this one shows you how big them are.
Mm-hmm. How big they are. Very cool book, Hunter. Thanks for sharing that with us.
You my Jameson.
Awesome. Jameson and Hunter for helping us. Yes, Jameson.
It's
sorry.
good teamwork.
Yeah, good work. Karen, what do you got?
Bracelet.
Ooh, what does bracelet start with?
B.
B. Tell us about your bracelet.
I wear it a lot because I wear it on my arm and
Uh-huh.
it spins.
Nice. Where'd you get it?
From
The store.
I got it from Big Ridley.
Oh, from the pig. Nice. Awesome. Thanks, Karen.
And I shared this with Molly.
That was nice of you.
Molly?
All right, go take a seat. Did I miss anybody? Did anybody else bring anything to share?
Did you pull yours, buddy?
You got yours, Austin? What do you have? Over here. An egg with stickers. So are we doing egg today? What does egg start with? E. Good job. Tell us about your egg. Where'd you get it?
I got it on Easter.
Oh, nice. Did it come with stickers in it already? Or did you hide the stickers in there? They came with stickers in it. That's a fun thing to open. Awesome. Anything else you want to tell us about your egg? Those are what the stickers are inside?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for sharing. You can take this, what?
And it's one of my favorite colors.
And it's one of your, well, that's even more awesome. Cool, awesome. Did I get everybody for share time? Yep, okay. Friends at home, we're gonna take a quick break. This is a long video. I'm hoping it's gonna upload quickly today. I'm gonna start it now so we can hopefully get it done. And we'll see you in a little bit back here for some singing and dancing, all right?